Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to hear tonight is not just another Hollywood headline. It's not another story of glitz, glamour, or red carpets. No, this is raw. This is personal. And for millions of fans across America, it's heartbreaking. For decades, Kelly Ripa has been a familiar face in our homes. Bright, joyful, witty, the very definition of resilience. But just hours ago, she broke her silence on a family emergency so shocking, so tragic, that fans are left holding their breath. And as we peel back the layers of what really happened, you'll see how quickly life can turn, how fragile even the strongest families can become, and how love, above all else, can carry us through the darkest storms. Stay with me until the end, because this story takes a turn you will not expect. Kelly Ripa was in the middle of her usual routine, a routine she's shared with her audience for years. A smile on her face, jokes on the set, a rhythm that seemed unshakable. But life has a way of interrupting our routines in the most jarring way possible. Behind the scenes, her phone buzzed. Not once, not twice, but again and again. And it wasn't a friend. It wasn't a casual text. It was an emergency call. A call that no parent, no spouse, no child ever wants to receive. The hospital was on the line. A family member was in critical condition. Now imagine, one moment, the lights, the cameras, the audience laughter, and the next, pure silence. Kelly's world shifted. Everything that mattered in show business vanished in an instant. Who was it? What happened? Why was this emergency so devastating? We'll get there. Kelly Ripa has built her career on being open, relatable, and transparent. But family emergencies are different. Families, no matter how famous, cling to privacy during chaos. For days, speculation swirled. Fans noticed her absence, her silence. Social media buzzed, "Where is Kelly? Why hasn't she spoken?" Then, in a statement that stunned everyone, Kelly broke her silence. And it wasn't just the fact that a family member was hospitalized. It was the way she spoke about it. With pain, yes, but also with courage. She revealed not just a health scare, but a reminder that even America's most beloved families are vulnerable. And still, she didn't reveal everything, not yet. Who exactly was in that hospital bed, and how serious was the situation? For Kelly, her husband, Mark Consuelos, has always been her rock. For over 25 years, their marriage has weathered fame, distance, and time. Many feared it was Mark who had fallen ill. But then came the revelation it was a close family member, someone young, someone fans never expected. A hospital emergency that cut deep into the Ripa Consuelos household. Kelly's voice broke as she described the moment she rushed through hospital doors, seeing tubes, machines, and doctors moving with urgency. The silence in that sterile room was louder than any applause she'd ever heard. What caused the hospitalization? Accident? Illness? Something more shocking? Kelly explained that the situation was sudden. No warning signs, no gradual buildup. One moment, everything was fine. The next, her loved one was rushed in, fighting for stability. Doctors used words that no parent or relative ever wants to hear. Critical, touch and go, uncertain. And yet, amid the machines and beeping monitors, Kelly found herself clinging to hope. She spoke of holding hands, whispering prayers, and refusing to let go. This wasn't just about survival. It was about faith. But would faith be enough? Or was this the beginning of an even darker chapter? Word spread quickly. Fans from across the country, people who grew up with Kelly, sent messages of support, prayers, and love. Social media flooded with hashtags. Flowers arrived at the hospital. But behind those hospital doors, none of that could change the reality of IV drips and midnight updates from exhausted doctors. Kelly admitted there were moments she thought the worst had already come, that her family would leave the hospital with one less member. And yet, something unexpected happened. Did the situation take a miraculous turn or a heartbreaking decline? In the midst of tears, a moment came when the monitors beeped a little stronger. The doctors leaned in, vital signs shifted. It wasn't recovery, but it was something. A spark. Kelly described it as watching a candle flicker back to life in a room full of darkness. A fragile moment, yes, but one that carried hope. For the first time in days, she allowed herself to breathe. But was this fragile hope enough to last? Kelly turned her pain into perspective. She spoke to fans not just as a celebrity, but as a mother, a wife, a daughter. She reminded us that life is short, fragile, unpredictable. She urged everyone watching to call their loved ones, to say the words we too often leave unsaid, "I love you, I need you, I'm here for you." Because no amount of fame, money, or success can protect us from sudden tragedy. And yet, love can carry us through. But did her family's love bring the miracle they were hoping for? Kelly made it clear the journey isn't over. Hospital emergencies don't end when the doors open. Recovery, if it comes, is long, painful, and uncertain. She vowed to be present, to put family above all, to never again take a single day for granted, and she promised fans she would continue to share this journey, not as entertainment, but as a testimony of resilience. Because this isn't just Kelly Ripa's story. It's a reminder that any of us, any day, could be facing the same test of faith and love. So tonight, as we keep Kelly and her family in our thoughts, let us also reflect on our own. Call the ones you love. Hold them tighter. Speak the words your heart carries. Because if Kelly Ripa has shown us anything in this moment of raw, unfiltered truth, it's that love is our only anchor in life's storms. The story isn't over. The next chapter is still being written, and when Kelly speaks again, the world will be listening. If you've been moved by the story, please subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss future updates on Mark Consuelos and other important stories. And in the comments below, share your messages of love and encouragement for Mark and Kelly.